just to get back in the playoffs.
Yep. One step at a time, di ba?
Oh.
A big journey. Tama naman.
Very unfortunate for the Bren franchise na back-to-back playoffs. Hindi natin sila nakita, but we'll see if they have finally found a way to get back in there. So far, game number 1 didn't look as good, pero just seeing this draft ng game number 2, kayang-kayang ipuwersa ng Bren Esports ang game 3.
May kasabihan nga talaga na big journey starts at a single step. So Bren Esports, if they can maintain this, magiging maganda yung run nila dito starting in from week 1. So going back into the game, maagang umiikot ngayon ng Bren Esports onto the side of Onic Philippines, taking Jome focusing on the mid lane, gold lane si Beatrix.
And yun naman talaga yung mga ways to actually win that certain lane. Kailangan mo lang i-push back yung kalaban. Not necessarily kill, but i-push back yung sila para hindi nila makuha yung bounty nila doon sa mga minions.
Okay.
Dahil din sa guiding wind, ito yung nami-miss natin sa Matilda. Dati kasi kayang-kaya talagang lumipat from lane to lane na Matilda ng sobrang dali dahil sa guiding wind. At nakita nyo, pagka-poke, di na siya nag-spend na more than 1 second doon. After niya gamitin yung kanyang Soul Bloom nun kay Jome, umalis agad siya, nakabalik pa siya, nakuha pa niya yung mid lane minions.
Delay lang talaga yung ginagawa ng Onic Philippines. And looking at the jungle matchup dito, Sensui and Kyle TZ, a jungle Pakito. We're seeing back again na no Demon Slayer emblem sa laban na to.
Yep. Ang gusto natin sa isang Pakito is ano rin siya, anti-marksman din in a way. Lalo na kapag naka-assassin emblem ka, kaya mong i-one-shot yung enemy marksman.
Yep. Especially yung champ stance, no? Activating or amplifying the damage of Pakito early game could be a benefit ngayon for Bren Esports if they maximize it now. Pero ang titingnan nila dito is si Ryota, may vengeance siya. Meanwhile, ang naiwan dito si Jome on target ng Onic Philippines. Nets taking the first blood.
And that was costly for the side of Bren. Although meron silang sagot na pagkuha ng turtle, pero yung nakuha is yung kanilang marksman plus almost 3/4 noong energy shield turret.
Yep.
So I thinking maybe sabihin na natin pantay lang yung naganap. Dahil kahit nakuha mo yung turtle, ay na-delay naman yung marksman mo.
It's priority on the next, no? Si Nets actually, yung gold lane ng Onic Philippines ngayon ang ina-amplify ng kanilang side.
Sinasabi din ng Onic Philippines na kinonsider natin yung turtle fights. Ginamit nila yung rotation ni Sensui dun sa may top lane at successful sila dun with a 4-man gank up lane. Pero, lugi sa XP ngayon si Sensui.
Well, sa nakikita natin dito onto the average, there's a lot of things na kailangan i-consider. Nakasprint naman siya, so there's a lot of ways na pwede siya mag-in and out against a Beatrix. So we're seeing Ogwen and Jome na sinasamahan dito sa gold lane. But meanwhile, we have XP lane match-up din. But on the side of Onic Philippines, rotating still as one. Pero walang nakita kay Ogwen. Dalawang nahuli dito sa may yakap mula sa Onic Philippines. Pero si Ogwen pa rin mukhang makaiwas. Bouncing ball out.
Walang follow-up na naganap si Kyle TZ. Medyo late sa party. At nandito na, hinahabol niya si Rapidot, hinahabol niya si Nets. Habang MMA fight ang nangyari doon dahil Cho versus Pakito. Yung kaganapan pero tumpa! Jome! With the flank. Ano ba yung pinanggitaan nila, sinandwich nila. Yung isa may dalang kamao, yung isa may dalang shotgun. Sa kanino ka pupunta?
Wala, recall. Yun na kailangan mo gawin. Iwasan ang early game ganks sa side ngayon ng Bren Esports. Going to the advantage, ang nagiging problema nila dito, Pandora remains independently farming sa XP lane. So apat dito ang freely na umiikot sa side ng Bren Esports to counter out the rotation of Onic Philippines na nabibigyan ngayon ng magandang pwesto sa turtle na to.
But you know what? Ang isang Pandora ngayon ay hindi talaga siya masyadong nasama kasi alam niya din na yung hero niya needs extra items to be successful. Hindi siya ganun kakunat, pero kung makukuha niya yung damage items niya, possible na tatalon nyo na lang tong mga
Yep.
members ng side ng Onic Philippines.
Mid-game talaga yung ang focus eh. Kasi maghintay ka mo ng mag-init yung Clock of Destiny mo at maabot mo yung second item which might be dominance ice or another defensive item. In this case, para sa Onic Philippines, katulad ng sinabi natin nung una, di ba? Si Sensui, dahil dun sa pag-ikot niya dun sa may top lane, completely na-consider nila lahat ng turtle fights kasi hindi mo makuha yung first turtle at lugi ka na sa EXP kumpara sa isang pakito.
Champ stance na gamit na ultimate. Super Fins, kinoconnect si Kyle. Pandora out, pero Super Fins ngayon meron na rin Enchanted Talisman. Activating the Mana Spring. That's a 15% regen max mana that we could expect Super Fins right now to rotate freely na pwede isupplement ang lanes nila.
Habang si Kyle TZ siya ang naatasan. Nakontrolin ang gitna. Habang nangyayari yung lahat, merong rotation na magaganap at lilipat dito yung side ng Bren. Gusto nila i-pressure naman yung top lane. Gusto nila i-pressure etong Claude. At look at this, Ogwen. Nakahuli na siya ng isang magandang Tyrant's Revenge, Tyrant's Rage kanina.
Si Rapido to.
Pero ngayon ay magmimintis siya. Well, wala naman siyang information eh.
Speaking of pagmimintis, si Rapido is mostly getting on to that death bush as we call it nga sa RG. Yung bush na yan specifically sa gitna controls a lot of information. Onic right now is getting a lot of chances na kung saan papunta ang Bren Esports. Pero looking onto the items, Sensui meron na siya ngayon reducing the magic defense item. This is the Genius Wand na pwedeng pangtapat sa Bren Esports. Being the jungler, may advantage siya ngayon dahil mostly nga may mga shields at makukunat nga dito ang napili. You have a Kufra, you have a Pandora. Now you also need to maintain an advantage of having that magic damage aside dito. Pero mukhang Pandora ang magiging target. Pero may natrap dito dalawa mula sa Onic Philippines. Talon na nga si Pandora. Onic Philippines, Super Friends back away the top lane.
And that's going to be another turtle on the side of Bren Esports. And it seems to me that Onic, hindi nila gusto talaga lumaban ngayon. Or possible na baka napipuwersa silang mag-react sa ginagawa ng Bren.
Yeah. Yung kanilang composition hindi pa talaga malakas sa ngayon. At lalong-lalo na babalikan natin yung first move nila. Sinabi nila, ay, gold lane talaga yung target namin. So maghihintay kami ng farm. Kaso,
Yan na.
TZ, nagpapakilala na.
Kyle TZ, nagpapa-acknowledge sa side ng Bren Esports. Habang nagfa-farm pa rin siya, he's looking for information na pwede ibigay sa Bren Esports. But now, mukhang Onic Philippines is still trying to be on track sa laning at defenses. Meanwhile, on the side, si Ryota nag-iisa sa bottom lane. Bren Esports, 4 na pwedeng bumasag sa tore.
At walang magagawa dito yung side ng Onic kung hindi ibigay yan. Pero si Nets at si Rapidot nandito na. They will try to take down Ogwen, pero I don't think na siya yung dapat na target ng Wave the Dragon. Ogwen, tingnan natin kung itutuloy niya yung talon.
Guiding wind.
Itutuloy niya yung stretching, pero wala nang tatamaan.
So we're seeing a slow-paced game right now for Bren Esports and Onic Philippines, being cautious on taking each step. Because right now, Sensui onto the matchup of Sensui versus Kyle TZ. Although, 1 level gap XP, but this is, we have the Malefic Roar and also the Hunter Strike. Pampabilis dito sa isang pakito and also this physical penetration that they have. So lamang lang dito ni Kyle TZ is may knock-up siya na pwedeng kay Sensui, but having this concentrated energy item, dinadagdagan ng spell vap ng isang Julian on the jungle.
Alam mo naman kapag nag-sword dash yan na naka-enhance, ay talagang balik talaga yung buhay to the point na baka kailangan mo ulit bawasan ulit ang isang Julian para ma-take down ito.
Pero Ogwen, kanina pa nakabantay dito sa top lane. But tama ba ito nakikita ko? Si Jom nasa bush pa rin sa taas.
Oo, kasi ano yun mga shotgun build yan
Medyo tumataas ang macro control ngayon. The map control of Bren Esports na pwedeng ilaban against the top lane action. Beatrix, 1v1 mula kay Ryota. Taking down Jom, Onic Philippines.
Sobrang importante ng kill na yun. Definitely Bren Esports pa rin lamang dito sa may Lord fight.
And that is going to be Circling Eagle to the way of the Dragon at ang Blazing Duet. Binato sa tapat ni Few. Few goes down. Yung mga members dito ng side ng Bren. Tinatanong na sila ng Pandora. Pero Pandora won't get out of that. 5-man wipe para sa side ng Onic. Nilinis ang lapag sa mga members ng Bren Esports.
Oh man, insane mechanics coming out from Onic Philippines. Una si Ryota. na hindi nga nagtatago sa hindi siya yung nagtatago. So hindi siya yung nagpaplano ng kill. Gusto lang niya mag-split push dun sa may top lane para makontrol nila yung mga lanes so that they will have at least an advantage dun sa may turtle fight at sa lord fight. Pero napatay pa niya doon gamit yung kanyang vengeance at syempre kasi naka-corrosion site siya noon. Really outplaying si Jom that time. And then dun sa may lord fight, complete mechanical outplay ng Onic Philippines. I honestly believe na Bren Esports maganda yung kanilang team fight na control. Meron silang Phobius, meron silang Eve. Yung Pakito, pwede siyang mag-bait ng konti tapos gumo dun sa may backlines. At syempre meron silang Kufra. Ang daming team fight tools ng Bren Esports. Pero yung Onic Philippines, nakahanap sila ng magandang talon mula kay Rapidot at nakakita na naman tayo ng TikTok play mula doon sa Way of the Dragon.
Riota,
And they outplayed once again.
Kyle TZ naipit sa may gitna ng lahat. He will stay alive. Real world manipulation, successful dito ang side ng Onic para madepensahan lahat ito at hindi na ipipilit. Hindi na ipipilit ng Onic in terms of just going down to the middle at i-take down yung mga turrets dito na side ng Bren. Remember, si Bren has good wave clear. Real world manipulation pa lang paluna. Paano pag sinamahan mo pa ng Nibiru's Passion?
Ang ganda na pinag-uusapan natin yung mga comeback potential ng Bren Esports because ang combo, ang CC combo na pwede lang ibigay side ng Onic Philippines is potentially high. Knowing that the reach of Pandora, being the Phobius, can do a lot of things. O kumbaga pwede makapag-activate kay Ogwen for that perfect set. Pero ang kailangan problemahin dito is kailangan hindi muna nila pansin na ginagawa ng Onic Philippines onto the X-Plane or yung push. Pero umiikot ang Onic Philippines, Bren Esports, going up top, pero sa likod si Pandora.
At si Pandora ay na-set-upan or nakita lahat ng members ng side ng Onic, so hindi sila magiging successful. Pero ito na yung habol na tinatawag natin. And look at this, Ogwen with the ultimate at si Nets. Bumato na ng Blazing Duet, wala siyang enough damage. Pandora goes down in the process as well. That is a 1-for-1, ladies and gentlemen. At nag-iinit na yung dalawang team natin dito.
What a play from Onic Philippines. Kumuha sila nung wraparound. Eventually, nakita sila ni Pandora nga lang. Nahuli sila doon. Thing with Bren is, ginamit agad nila yung real-world manipulation, pati yung demonic force. So, yung sabi ng Onic Philippines, complete back out sila. Now, Bren Esports gets a kill doon kay Rapido nung sinave ni Rapido yung kanilang Matilda na hinahabol ng Bren Esports. Unfortunately, na-tradean pa yung Bren Esports. Kaso ito, burst na nila yung Lord. Well, ang gandang decision nito mula sa side ng Bren Esports.
Kailangan nilang iwasan ang mga ganong klaseng wraparound because how deadly right now, kung gaano ka-deadly ngayon ng Bren Esports, combining all the combos, simula pa lang kay Kyle TZ at mismo yung real world manipulation, there's a lot of control setups na pwede nilang gawin. Yeah. So right now, Onic Philippines needs to be wary of those kinds of threats, especially ngayon that they're trying to clear the waves. Yeah. So freeze lane muna tayo. May lalabas, may sisilip, pero kailangan mag-ingat. Nadalong ko po na to.
Bren Esports securing that Luminous Lord, the level 2 Lord. Yan yung nambabangga na Lord. And they could use this to their advantage para maunahan sa pag-take ng inhibitor turrets ang side ng Onic Philippines.
And we can say then na just based on the composition, kamuntikan si Rapid doon. Kung magkaroon ng banggaan ng 5v5, power spike to ng Bren Esports. And ito yung kailangan nilang gawin. They have to stick up as 5. Puwersahin yung Onic Philippines na makipag-engage sa kanila. And we'll see kung paano na i-approach to ng Bren Esports.
Speaking of engagement, na-conceal na dito.
Oh, and Ogwen, pumasok siya at mapaparusahan nga ba? There's the Way of the Dragon. Medyo paling yung pwesto nung pagkakasipa niya, pero hindi nagmamatay yung side ng Bren. Gusto pa talaga nila lumaban. And Pandora will go down and next with the Blazing Duet. At yung talon, na-cancel siya, pero yung BMI just in time, saving the day para dito side ng Onic Philippines. Walang outer turret sa taas at sa mid lane. But right now, for Bren, they are happy with the damage na gawa nila. Actually, wala na ring inhibitor turret sa baba ang side ng Onic.
Yeah, nakita natin na may magandang play din yung Onic Philippines. Pero na-distract tayo dun sa fact na yung Bren Esports, ang ganda ng kanilang execution with their Lord push. Una, finrace nila yung mid lane, pinahabol nila yung top lane, tapos pinas push nila yung bottom lane. Eventually, Onic Philippines, hindi nila kinaya yung pagsabay-sabay ng mga minions at yung off-timing, lalo na dahil nandun sa top lane yung Lord. So, nalito sila sa kanilang dedepensa, and eventually Bren Esports masterfully pushed the lane. Napakagandang lesson sa kung paano gamitin ang Lord timing, particular usage on Lord timing from Bren Esports.
That's the abilities of Bren Esports right now, having the control over the map with the 5v5 team fight capability setup na pinapagana na ngayon. We're still 15 minutes in, heading into late game. Major defense for Onic Philippines, but they need to count or they need to play their cards right sa mga oras na to, because every check bush na pwedeng gawin dito, there's a lot of follow-up na pwedeng mangyari. Nandito si Ogwen, nandito din si Pandora. So there's a lot of follow-up, especially na pwede nilang gawing bait dito, yung Lord.
Are we seeing, ladies and gentlemen, a possible game number 3 dito sa Bren? Right now, it looks like they're positioned to go for it. Dahil nga sinabi mo, sila ang lamang. At dahil nandito na sila sa Lord ngayon, sila na talaga ang mas malaking tsansa. Pero, na-reset yun, OSX. Na-reset yung Lord Wolf. Ngayon naman, si Rapidot, nakapwesto na si Super Friends. Unti-unti niyang tinitignan kung saan nga bang magandang pumasok na backline. Kasi ang pinakatrabaho niya ngayon is to stop the real-world manipulation.
Deny the setup. Onic Philippines needs to deny the setup of Bren Esports. Ogwen charging up. Walang nahuli si Rapid dito, naiwan, pinatunog yung Lord. Setup coming in.
Nabato na. Sino makakuha ng Lord? And it's going to be Job. And right now, Bren Esports, they just want to go back. Super Princess na may likod. But the problem is, wala siyang kasama. Pandora tumatalon ng tumatalon. Ladies and gentlemen, Onic, they are running away for their lives. Si Kyle TZ dito, galit na galit, sapak na sapak. And that is going to be Kyle TZ taking down Prince. 5v4 situation. Onic did not get the Lord. Backs against the wall.
Mahirap dito, hindi ganun kataas ang wave clear ng Onic Philippines unless mag-commit talaga itong si Julian pati itong si Claude. Pero walang ultimate si Nets. The thing is, Onic Philippines, tinry nilang sabayan yung Bren Esports, kaso walang kasabay si Nets sa backlines.
At ito na real manipulation. Oh, no more real manipulation rather. But that's going to be blazing duet. But that is not enough to stop the push na gagawin ng Bren.
Ito na nga ba ang pagbabalik?